Mystical American Patriots Society, Smokestack's midweek transmission.
Hello, friends. We've got a new feature for you here at Mystical American Patriots Society. This is Smokestack. And what you're hearing now is our midweek update. It's going to be a little bit shorter. It'll have a little more current events and politics content than our usual show. And should be sort of a midweek companion, touching on things that are need to be addressed in a more timely way. So this week, for our first episode of the midweek transmission, you're going to hear some outtakes, some clips from the Wayne County, Michigan Board of Elections conference call, wherein the two Republicans that were refusing to certify were called racist and pressured and threatened, and eventually they caved and certified obviously fraudulent election results for Wayne County, Michigan. And if you may have heard these on social media, but for those of you who haven't, I think it's important to hear what's going on in these meetings where the results of the election are being decided. So up first, we have Abraham Ayash of Wayne County, Michigan, speaking and making threats toward the two Republican members of the board.
The party that you are a part of had complete control over our state government for 8 years, and they did not do a single thing. So while you may show us your caucasity today in refusing to certify the election and making note that you are okay with certifying all of Wayne County except Detroit, know that we see what's happening. Know that there is nothing other than Jim Crowing that is going on right now, and recognize the facts. The Republican Party's major candidate has sued over 25 times across the country, and he failed. Know the facts. You, as the Board of Canvassers, do not decide who is to be elected. The voters do. Know the facts. You are standing here today telling folks that Black Detroit should not have their votes counted. And know the facts. You are certainly showing that you are a racist. You may say that you are not. You may claim that you are not. But let's be very clear. Your words today and your actions today made it clear that you are okay with silencing the votes of an 80% African-American city. And what that tells us is you, Miss Monica Palmer from Grosse Pointe Woods, which has a history of racism, are deciding to enable and continue to perpetuate the racist history of this country. And I want you to think about what that means for your kids who probably go to Grosse Pointe North, and when they see all their Black classmates.
So what is caucasity? I haven't actually heard that word before, but it sounds inseparable from the state of being white. Pretty classy of Mr. Abraham Ayash to call out this poor lady's family and identify where they go to high school. Next up, Ned Stabler with some interesting words for us.
And you now added your name. So I'm not going to try to change your mind. I just want to let you know that the Trump stink, the stain of racism that you, William Hartman, and Monica Palmer have just covered yourself in is going to follow you throughout history. Your grandchildren are going to think of you like Bull Connor or George Wallace. Monica Palmer and William Hartman will forever be known in southeastern Michigan as two racists who did something so unprecedented that they disenfranchised hundreds of thousands of Black voters in the city of Detroit because they were ordered to. Probably, I know, Monica, you think Q told you to do it or some other crazy stuff like that. But just know when you try to sleep tonight that millions of people around the world now on Twitter know the name Monica Palmer and William Hartman as two people completely racist and without an understanding of what integrity means or a shred of human decency. The law isn't on your side, history won't be on your side, your conscience will not be on your side, and Lord knows, when you go to meet your maker, your soul is going to be very, very warm.
Thank you.
I like how the moderator ended that with a thank you. That was Ned Stabler of Wayne County. Talking about threats, calling people racist. When your soul goes to meet your maker, it will be very warm. I think he's saying that you're going to go to hell for not certifying election results. I think that's the subtext there. So, do you listener think that this is how you want proceedings to go in this country? Does that make you feel good about the state of our politics? Because I hear the same old crap over and over again. Do what we like, or you're a racist, and we'll kill your kids. That's the subtext there. And that's what's happened in this country. And I don't think anybody should go into the events of this week without knowing what's going on in county canvassing boards and elections boards across this country. Because right after giving that testimony, the canvassing board muted their Zoom call for a few minutes to deliberate and then came back and unanimously certified, after being threatened with death and the deaths of their families, unanimously certified the results of Wayne County, Michigan. How's that grab you? We'll catch you next time.
Lattice theory, shock waves, hydrodynamics, astrophysics, weather control, atomic energy, computer technology, and theory of automata. Game theory, rings of operators, lattice theory, shock waves, hydrodynamics, astrophysics, weather control.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Atomic energy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Computer technology.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Theory of automata.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.